Hey guys! It's winter at the time of recording this in Texas. So there is no winter in Texas. Like, there's a few days where there'll be like, boom, cold snap, everything is frozen, people's pipes are bursting, but then it's really warm the next few days. And the very front of my house is really warm in the morning. I'm actually a little bit blinded, but I wanted to sit out here, get some vitamin D while I chat with you guys about something really important. Pregnancy. It's called fertility. It's called regaining your menstrual cycle. It's all of those things. This is relating to all of you, and it's about weight gain. It's not that you need to gain weight to regain your fertility, to get pregnant, to recover your menstrual cycle. It's that you need to stop avoiding it. So we work with women who are missing their menstrual cycle, and we work with women who have recovered their cycle, but they are having short luteal phases, anovulation, really long cycles, often just like low progesterone related symptoms as well. And it's like, there's often a lot of confusion. I don't know, I've checked the boxes, I'm doing the things, I recovered my cycle. Why can't I get my parameters to a place where pregnancy is possible? And they're going month over month trying to get pregnant and they're not. Or they're going month over month trying to recover their cycle and their cycle's not coming back. You know, there's all different levels of food intake, recovery, things like resting, not working out as much, weight gain, everything I just said. But there's all different levels of those for different people that elicit different hormonal responses. Some people will recover and get pregnant on the bare minimum. Some will recover and not have their cycles optimal enough to get pregnant. Some will not recover at all. So we're not talking about like which camp you fall in today. What we are talking about is your avoidance of weight gain the issue here. Story time. We'll have a client. We'll call her Sally. She comes in and she tells me her story, which is like so many other stories, that she had amenorrhea. She had it for a number of years. She got her cycle back though, because she was just like, fine, I'll do this. Stop exercising as much. I'll start eating more. She gained about 15 pounds and then she got her cycle back and she was like, yeah, awesome. And this cycle returned for about 3 months in a row, and she started trying to get pregnant, and 6 months had passed, and although she had a cycle every month, she timed intercourse so that she could get pregnant, you know, in the fertile window, she wasn't getting pregnant. So she decided to hire us out of a level of sort of like frustration. For sure, she was frustrated. A little bit of desperation, like I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm now in my 30s. I'm feeling like I'm running out of time. I feel like my next step is treatment. And instead of getting fertility treatment though, she is willing to try this, to try working with us as holistic HA practitioners, to try and get her cycle back and understand her issues. So what we do is fully investigate, deep dive into this person. There's a lot of data mining about the person's lifestyle, nutrition, mindset that is done in order to figure out, okay, what does this person need to get their cycle back? And it's interesting, Sally's example really reflects many, many people's examples. Sally is basically an avatar for, we've seen this a bunch of different times. So we're going through the process and we're realizing, okay, she's gained 15 pounds. She's eating these foods now that she used to not eat. But Sally, like, what? I'm looking at what you're eating now, and why are you still eating low fat this? Why is your lunch quite small? Why do you never have dessert? Or when you do have dessert, why is it like a low fat ice cream? Or these little things that, sure, they're things she didn't used to eat, but they're still like diet foods. So I'm entering into this from a place of curiosity. What's that about? Why are they in your diet? And she'll, with a lot of back and forth, we'll kind of get to the point where we realize, oh, it's because I would like to not gain as much weight if I could avoid it. Makes perfect sense. I totally get it. And quite frankly, I'm sure I've done that myself in my process. What's important is that you have the opportunity to figure out that that's what's going on, which is why I make this video, to give you an opportunity to reflect, are there things like that going on for you? Now, it's not that she needs to go and gain another 5 pounds and that these low fat foods she's eating are stopping her from doing that, or that long walk that she's still doing, or that need to hit 10,000 steps every day. It's not that those are what's actually in the way because she's not able to gain weight. It's that she's taking these actions that are avoiding gaining weight, telling her mind that her brain is seeing and able to communicate to the rest of the body, hey, we're still in a phase of restriction. We have more coming in, but we're still in a phase of restriction. Imagine you work at a company, a huge corporate company, there's tons of departments. There was an issue in the world and we lost a whole bunch of customers and revenue, and there needed to be huge cutbacks. And so 200 people lost their job. And this helped get the company to a place where it could remain stable and it could continue to function. But it doesn't mean the company's in the clear. It doesn't mean, oh, okay, now that we've cut back on 200 people, there's no possibility that we still are overstaffed. There's no possibility we won't need to do further cutbacks. So we're gonna fire these 200 people, but if things continue the way that they are, we're going to have to fire another 200. So what happens in the economy? Things kind of continue on the trajectory. We're spending less money, but there's still a lot of things happening in our environment that's showing us that we're not fully in a safe place. It doesn't quite look like the economy is about to pick up. And it doesn't look like we're going to really be able to thrive and profit as a company with the amount coming in and the amount going out, just based on what we're seeing around us. The body, the brain is smart and it knows this. So if it sees, look, we're eating more food, but it's still pretty low calorie. It looks like there's still a bit of famine going on. It looks like we still are, as a company, our strategy is still to restrict. Sorry if you can hear those dogs. Our strategy is still to restrict. So we're gonna have to, continue cutbacks. We're gonna have to continue being stingy with the campaigns we can run, with the benefits we can give our staff. So you have to really see it like that just because you have made some changes doesn't mean it's enough. And just because you have enough doesn't mean that your body gets the message, because you're still behaving and you're still avoiding abundance. So until you can say, hey body, check it out. Profits left, right, and center. We have abundance. We have a ton of interest in customers and opportunity and joy and laughter and all of that. Until all of that is an option and is not restricted, no one can breathe a sigh of relief and say, oh, okay, turn hormonal function up to full speed ahead. So I hope that was a helpful analogy. It's not that you need to gain weight, it's that you need to stop avoiding it. So take a look. What is going on in your life? What are you eating? Why are you eating it? Is it out of a place of avoidance? Is it still a diet food? Again, I know I've been mentioning this a lot, but it's just really helpful. We have a Girl Check Your Blind Spot checklist, and what it is a list of diet foods and diet behaviors and mindsets that people do frequently. And you can just go through and see, like, am I doing that? Yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no. Yeah, I do still eat rice cakes. Like, yeah, I do still swap sour cream for 0% yogurt, and just see, are you still doing behaviors that avoid weight gain and promote restriction? And it just will help you kind of objectively see, oh, okay, I am restricting. When we work one-on-one with our clients, we go through an even more in-depth process of that, where we look at their nutrition blind spots, exercise, lifestyle, and we get an extremely clear picture of what they may or may not be doing that is holding them back from actually getting pregnant or optimizing their menstrual cycle or regaining it at all. So if you're interested in that, check it out. thehasociety.com/blindspot is that checklist, or on our website is /coaching, and you can learn about our services there. So I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you're listening on the podcast, hello. Make sure you're subscribed to this podcast, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.